Hello, everyone. A look at history today. I had earlier gone over the 1775 and 1848 resets. History is really blurry on this time period with tons of misdirection. But if you look at the big picture, it actually looks like a combined religious and military effort. I'll begin with the string of Roman Catholic missions along the California coast. The first one, Mission San Diego, right near the Mexico border, was started in 1769. Isn't that an interesting year? Going up the coast, Mission San Luis Rey, San Juan Capistrano, San Gabriel, San Fernando, Ventura, Santa Barbara, San Ynez, La Purísima, San Luis Obispo, San Miguel, San Antonio, San Soledad, Carmel, San Juan Bautista, Santa Cruz, Santa Clara, San Jose, San Francisco, San Rafael, and Sonoma is the list of California missions. I lived in California years ago and I had a look at the history. It's no secret that the coastline was inhabited by Chumash natives, basically a peaceful people living in a beautiful area, a lush area on the coastline. The Roman Catholics came in and gave them the option of converting or having some less desirable things happen to them, usually jail or unalive. And there was a great deal of whipping going on. And I want to look at something else. There was a reset of the greater western area in 1846 to 1848. The area from Utah down to New Mexico looks like it's literally cooked. This is where alternate history comes in. It appears there was either a synchronized event with a natural heat disaster, may have been cyclical, that burned the area from northern Utah all the way down to the tip of Texas, or there was some sort of weapon or amplified heat device of some kind that extended from west of Colorado right to the California state line, but not into California, because California had already been taken over by the Roman Catholics. The whole area was baked, and then it appears to have been flushed. If you look at the flat top mesas from Utah all the way down and the remnants of canyon carving, it appears a massive amount of water flowed through there. We're talking like Lake Michigan levels of water. If you look in Arizona, there's a spout there that's labeled the Arizona Meteor Crater. In my eyes, that looks like possibly a water spout. And the analysis of the ground around there and actually the earth in the crater reveals a high concentration of salt. So not only was it a water spout, it looks like a saltwater spout. The combination of the California takeover and the flushing of the area treaty with Mexico and the northern border with Canada is what primed the West in 1847 and 1848 for the 49er gold rush repopulation. They had to start moving people back into that area. This is how I see it. I know history has a much different story. It was 23 years later, narrative, Lincoln freed 4 million black slaves, and they didn't all come from West Africa. Maybe some did. I think it's a small percentage, as most were here, inhabiting that entire west area up to Montana and down into Mexico. They were battled with, arrested, enslaved, eventually grew in masses and in organization enough to push back. Lincoln was forced to, quote, free them. It was actually just like the rest of the sinister activity we see in media today. They turned failure into accomplishment, stamp that guy's face on a coin. It's just more of the same stuff. After Lincoln's decree, it was 18 years later we started having the flood of tech. Power tools, electric lights, telephone. And then in the early 1900s, we were presented with globe Earth, that somehow that became a thing, and then it became the space program, and it just turned to rot from there more and more. So I hope you enjoyed this alternate look at history. It's just the way I see it from what's available. I mean, we see the cooking of the desert, everything's melted. It's well documented. The native Chumash were crushed and enslaved, imprisoned, and whipped. It's all coming together. Have a good week, everyone.